A, shall we call it a hot topic currently, is the subject of can you wear, as in the form of clothing, can you wear anything that you want in any context that you want to wear it? Can you? And this has a lot of context that applies to that you have the trans conversation, boys and girls clothing and so forth, since it's Pride Month, and then you have the parades where people are wearing bedroom attire out in public. So there's that, and then there is the subject of now that it's getting hot, people are swimming, right? Their youth ministry, as a youth ministry veteran, you have the conversations of if you're planning a beach day, a fundraising car wash, a lake day, or any of those kind of things, a pool party for your youth group, what kind of swim suits should be allowed? Two pieces, one pieces, no swimsuits at all, uh, just shorts and t-shirts. What should be considered acceptable, and when and why and how, right? That's the conversations we're having. So let's dial this all the way back to the very beginning and ask, can you wear anything that you want? The answer is no. Not just legally, like obviously there's restrictions on if you go to a public pool, there's likely going to be painted rules about what people are and are not allowed to wear. And that's probably going to include like cut off denim is not allowed, or because it gets caught in the filters, or things of that nature, right? So there are rules no matter who you are. There are rules. The second thing is biblically. You read through the Bible, there's very explicit instructions given in Numbers, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, for different attires for the priests and the Levitical class, and then also how to wash one's body in order before putting on those clothing, before, so that you can be ritually pure, right? And I can hear you already, alarms going off, whatever, that we are not Levites. We're not priests in the Old Testament, that Jesus fulfilled the law. Those things don't apply to us, and I get it. In the New Testament, you have instructions given by Paul and other New Testament authors to different recipients, different church recipients, individual recipients, for how people are to array themselves during the time of worship. And I can hear you again, right? Those aren't us. Those are contextual. It's about being at church. It's not being a distraction. All of that. And you actually still have my agreement. I fully embrace that rationale. But the underlying principle here is the fact that God does care what you look like, how you dress. He does. It's not something that can just be ignored and panned. It's not something that you can just pretend like God doesn't care about it, because he does. Otherwise, he wouldn't have given these precise instructions and general principles for us to abide by and to observe and to learn from. So we learn a fair amount from these things, in fact. That first, it's about class. It's about wealth and the displays thereof. The people were showing off how rich they were through gold jewelry and elaborately braided hair and fine linens and things like that, and that they were using that to upstage and embarrass, humiliate other members of the body of Christ, and that's not acceptable. And the way we bring that forward is your Supreme, your Gucci, your Coach, your whatever brand clothing, doesn't matter if it's just a t-shirt or if it's Nike, it's Air Jordans, it's whatever the things are, that humility is the opposite of those things. And that we are also fully aware of the fact that there's a lot of people that buy that stuff that actually can't afford it. They're trying to impress people that don't even really care if they exist, to be honest. So we do this as far as wealth is concerned, of that we don't go to church thinking it's a fashion show or a runway. That church is a place to be serving with humility, not attempting to assert your supremacy through wealth. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that um, we exert modesty in a sensual manner, that the world is full of sensualization, the objectification of men and women, and that we fight against that by modeling the opposite. And that includes what we wear to the swimming pool. That includes what we wear to Sunday morning, Wednesday nights. And that especially includes what we expect the people that are up front, the ones that are supposed to be modeling, are wearing. So there's a lot there on its own, but we do also have to ask the question of, now that it's getting warmer and every youth ministry is trying to put together water days and youth ministry car washes, fundraisers, and lake days, beach days, so forth. And what are our standards for what to wear, to what we allow others to wear? And the question becomes, how much tolerance do we have for people complaining is what we're really asking, if we're really honest, right? Because of course, if I say no two-piece bikinis, if I say you just got to wear a t-shirt over it, if I say one pieces only, whatever it is, remember, youth ministry veteran, guess what? People are going to complain. And there's two reasons for that. One is people want to try to impress their crushes. And the other thing is people just want to do what they want. They're rebellious at heart. We're talking about teenagers, junior high, high school, right? They're just rebellious. It doesn't matter where you draw the line. They're going to moan and drag their feet, stomp their feet. That's what they are. And so I think what we need to hold the line to say that we are going to hold the line at modesty, not causing other people to stumble. To which some people come back at me, well, are you going to have an ice cream scoop ready for people to gouge their eyes out? And the answer is no. Because of the fact that it doesn't solve the problem. Like, a lot of people don't understand this, right? That when Jesus said that to look with lust, it would be better for you to gouge your eye out, right? But you're still alive, right? You're just half blind, or you're fully blind, right? You're still alive, though. When he said what about causing other people to stumble, he said that it would be better for you to tie a millstone around your neck and throw yourself into the sea. Literally, he's saying it would be better for you to take your own life than to cause another person to fall into sin. That's what he's saying. There's a clear deference in punishment, you might say, or severity of judgment.